All right, thank you very much, Adam. Jim, I don't know if you got to see the show the other day, but Adam brought his dog Molly with him.
I watched it.
That was pretty impressive. She did all right, I thought.
Yep.
You know, running around out there.
And I heard you say, do you want me to call Jim when she didn't come back?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe Jim could get her to come back. This is actually a new dog for us this week. Introduce us to your dog.
This is Kaiser. Kaiser is a 2-year-old Doberman that I got back a few months ago. I breed Dobermans, and this one came back to me when the owner's situation changed.
So one of the reasons that we bring Kaiser in is this week we want to focus on hyper dogs.
Hyper dogs. Kaiser is a very hyper dog, and sometimes when you go and adopt a dog, you get a rescue dog or through a foster program, they can be really hyper, high energy. So how do you calm that down? Well, there's a couple things. Number one, you identify triggers that cause hyperness. So I know that if I squeak this little thing, now I've got his attention. And had I not worked on these drills to get him to calm down, he would be jumping and barking. He'd be backing up and trying to snatch it out of my hands. Now what I've done is I've put that behavior on a cue, on a word. So what I'm saying to him is, not that you can't be hyper, you can be hyper, but we're going to go do this in a certain area. Just like you tell your boys when you're growing up, don't play ball in the house. Right. You're not saying you can't play ball, you just got to go play ball out in the fields, because you know what happens if you let them play ball in the house.
So if you say one word, Kaiser will go back to previously wanting that.
That's right. So if I say, give out, give out, give out, give out. Oh, good boy. Okay, good boy. Yep.
Yeah,
and
that's
then he
what
wants
my
his
dog
toy
does,
again.
right
Good
there.
boy. Out, sit. Good boy. So now his quiet command is out and sit. So if I tell him to out and sit, he should sit there and wait for it. But he's also so hyper, even with food, there's some dogs who get so hyper that they'll snatch it out of your hand.
Right.
So delivering the food to a dog that's hyper, I do it with an open palm. You see how fast he took that. If I did it like this, he would take my fingers with it.
Right.
So I have to do it in an open palm. Now, with dogs, all dogs are creatures of habit. They learn to develop your routine. So what you want to do with a hyper dog is take the routine always outside to an area. In the house, you only reward calmness. So I don't allow the dog to just bully through the back door at 100 miles an hour, jump off the couch and spin around in a circle. When he comes in, I hook him up to a leash and I teach him in the house, it's calm. I always reward calmness in the house.
You make this sound so easy, and I keep thinking back to when I get home today, my dog is immediately going to jump up and be like running around and wanting to go outside, and I don't know what exactly to do when I walk in the door.
Take away love and affection. First thing you do, if the dog gets hyper like that, don't look, don't talk, don't touch. Take away the love and affection. Wait for her to hit on a behavior
So
that you want.
don't walk in and be like, oh, how are you doing? Oh,
Just
no,
like
no.
that.
See, yeah,
and it rewards hyperness. And had I not had control, he would have jumped on you. But that's what a lot of people do. They get so excited when they see their dog that they train him to be hyper in the house. So walk in and totally ignore. Wait for her to do something that's somewhere close to right, and then pay her for that.
Okay.
Focus on the good stuff.
All right, if you have a question for your dog, we have the Dog Master. You can email our newsroom, news@kboi2.com, boise.sit means sit.com, and there's the telephone number on your screen, 888-7978. We want to hear from you. We know that many of you dog owners have things that you want to be able to hear about, and Jim will be here to help us, and maybe even Kaiser. So
I'll bring him in again.